A new study of Maryland's part of the bay estimates that there are hundreds of millions of oysters. Alex Dimitrick reports it also finds there are only half as many oysters as there was a decade ago.
In 1998, it was estimated there were 600 million oysters in Maryland waters. Now, a new population assessment finds
at the end of last harvest season, we estimated there was about 300 million market-sized oysters. So a lot of oysters still. It's a big number, but low relative to what it was before.
Roughly half of what it was a decade ago. Most are in the southern part of the bay. The north, very few. Dr. Mike Wilberg of the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science spent 18 months on the assessment study.
The oyster fishery historically was much, much larger than it is today, and I think that it can get to be back towards those levels.
Through recovery efforts that raise oyster larvae in the lab, attach it to empty shells, and plant it onto existing and new reefs. One potential impact on oysters that wasn't part of the study: the deluge of fresh water that started pouring into the bay last spring and record rain that continues to fall. Meanwhile, oysters need salty water.
Fresh water could affect the reproduction for this year. It could also have an effect on the adult oysters that are out there.
There are early signs fresh water is impacting oysters, even in the South Bay. But those losses are for a future assessment. Alex Dimitrick, WJZ.